guys, Mad Journalist Brenda here. How's it going? Thought I'd start my video outside. Having a beautiful night here at home, and thought you guys might like to see the view for a minute. So now that I got my big fat head out of the way, the neighbors across the way are wondering what the fuck I'm doing. Oop, I just don't know what the hell I'm doing. So take a look. We'll take a look out here. You guys can check it out. Hello. I'm inside now. How are you? I'm just hanging out on my desk that's all clean and talking to you guys. So, you guys want to hear something kind of like sad? Yesterday morning when I was watching the news and waiting to see what was going on, if we were going to see the royal baby or not, I got a text from my ex-husband that my mother-in-law passed away. She was a wicked nice lady. And his mom, well, it's his stepmother, and his dad were like awesome people, really nice, and have always treated me like family, even though I've been divorced from my ex for 13 years. God, 13. Whoa. It's been 13 years. Anyhow, yeah, she'd had cancer for a while. And there were a couple times over the last couple months they didn't think she was going to make it. So she actually got to a point where she really didn't want anybody to visit. She didn't want anybody to see her sick. And then I guess she was getting to a point too where she was having a hard time like recognizing people or knowing what was going on or really being with it. But I think that a lot of that has to do with the medication they put them on. So anyway, it's good that she's no longer in pain, but my heart is so sad for my ex-husband's dad. My ex-husband's name is Rolf, like golf, Rolf. So lots of people think I say Ralph. No, if I was gonna say Ralph, I'd say Ralph. I'm saying Rolf, like golf, Rolf, Rolf. Okay, anyway. Yeah, had some fun with that over the years. So. Bummer. It's never really easy to let anybody go. But, that's the circle of life, because little baby George, little Prince George of Cambridge, was born, and yet we lost someone, so. Circle of life. Yeah. Do you know I've had 2 videos flagged now from Googs? Probably my singing songs, or I don't know. I think, well, the last one is because it was like after Midnight Madness, and I think the Midnight Madness thing flagged it, so I changed it, so I can't use that. So this will be before midnight, because it's only 10 o'clock p.m., but I have to get up early in the morning and go to Boston. You gotta go to Boston and go park the car in the yard. You gotta go see, go to Worcester, and then go to Peabody and do some shopping. They talk kind of funky like that down there. Not everybody, but a lot of people do, and it's like, really? Do you know how to speak? Don't get me started. I can do a lot of accents. I used to work as a customer service representative for T-Mobile. Was one of the worst jobs I've ever done in my whole life. No joke. If the customers didn't piss you off, the people you work with did. The company expected you to act like you were on crack or the happiest, sappiest, sickening voice ever on the phone. And then you had all these fake people that worked there that would cheat the system and lie just to get ahead. And I mean, that's the same in every job, isn't it? But it was just really prevalent there, and I don't miss it. Not at all. Yeah, I had a really inexpensive cell phone bill. That was nice, but there weren't a lot of perks to it. Trust me. And they do this stupid, gay, dumb, retarded, frigged up thing where every 6 months they realign the whole company. So you have to bid for a new schedule. I don't know about you, but at the time, my kids were in school. I mean, they were both in high school, but my daughter wasn't driving yet. My son was younger than, so he wasn't driving. So they were relying on the bus to get to school. I couldn't make plans for like, any of their sports events, anything like that, because my schedule would change. And that was really a major pain. The best schedule I ever worked was 4 a.m. until like 12:30. That was the best. I know that sounds like crazy, but no, you go in early and you get your work done, and plus the calls weren't very active that early in the morning till about 6 or 7, so it was nice, but yeah. So I can imitate a lot of accents. I don't want to offend anybody, so I don't know that I will, but if I break into different accents, it's left over from that. It's also left over from another job I did. Now this was a dope job. This was an excellent job. I'm a serial worker, and I don't mean like as in Captain Crunch cereal, just meaning that I jump jobs a lot. It's because I get really bored with what I'm doing. Once I ace the job, I need to move on to something else to be challenged. I've always been that way. It doesn't work well for retirement funds or getting ahead or things like that, but it is what it is. So, no, but another cool job I had was I was an international move coordinator. It basically was a mediator, the middleman between the company that was contracted to move these bigwig people, and then the freight forwarders, so the moving companies. So you had a lot of it was international. So we moved a lot of people. I worked on the London team. So again, I worked at like 5 in the morning until like 1:30 in the afternoon. And so I would talk to people over in England every day, which I think that's just fed into my complete obsession with England, with Europe, period, but really England. Germany, Ireland, Switzerland, UK. That's where I want to visit. Norway. Yeah. I think we're Norwegian and German. Anyway, I digress. So yeah, I used to work on that team. So like the vice president of GE would be relocating to London from Texas. So that move would be assigned, and I would have to work back and forth between the office in London and the office in Texas that was actually the moving company, and making sure schedules were done and customs forms were filled out, and then there were always additional charges for things. Like there was one guy that had this like $60,000 Harley Davidson antique motorcycle that he wanted to take to London with him. And so it has to be put in a crate by itself, and it has special packing, and it has all these special things, and it ended up costing, I can't even tell you how many tens of thousands of dollars it cost to move it. Like the dude could have bought a second motorcycle. But because he was the vice president of GE, which I'm not sure if it was that guy or who it was, but at any rate, there was a lot of that going on. There's crazy stuff where you'd have people that had like Monets, so you'd have to like get the insurance on it. And sometimes you would encourage them to just, if they could find a storage, to leave it in the States. But it was really fun. But we didn't just talk to people in London, we talked to people in all different areas of Europe, but also we talked to people in Asia and Singapore, and it was just awesome. So, if I didn't get the accents down in that job, I got the accents down in T-Mobile. But Just another little funny tidbit. When I knew I was leaving T-Mobile, I'd actually given them my notice, and then one of the other people that was higher and higher representative came over to me and said they're going to walk you out at the end of the day because for whatever reason that was their thing. Once they knew people were leaving, they won't risk it. Well, so when I got back on the phones after that, every single call that I answered in a different accent. And then I get to find out later that after I had left, they had pulled a couple of those calls to listen to for training, and they always do it randomly. So it was funny because my friend was helping train new representatives, and they had pulled a couple calls, and he recognized my name, but he didn't say anything. And so, one, I answered the phone. Thank you for calling T-Mobile. Me name's Brenda. May I help you? Yeah. Go ahead, Adam. Get it over with. Get off the floor. Stop crying. Stop laughing so hard. So in the next one, I might do like a southern accent and say, well, hello, and thank you for calling T-Mobile. So yeah, it was fun. And they'd say like, oh, I dropped my phone in the water, whatever, and they'd be like, oh my god, that's terrible. Horrible job. Horrible, horrible job. So all of you people who are out there that are like either telemarketers or customer service representatives over the phone, I feel your pain. I feel it. Run and get away while you can. Run for your life. So yeah, now I have a cool job again. The movie job was cool. It just didn't pay for crap. But I'll tell you something. I met a great friend through that job from London, and he came over. Gorgeous Portuguese. Anyhow, he came to New York, and so I got to meet him. And we still stay in touch. In fact, I owe him like a big old email. But yeah, I'm not very good about answering email. Have you guys figured that out yet? It takes me like a week. Sorry. Yeah. I don't remember what the hell I was talking about. See, I talked for 12 freaking minutes about a whole hell of a lot of nothing. So yeah, that's my story. My kids should be home in a minute. We'll probably watch some TV. I might have some ice cream. I got some Klondike bars. What would you do for a Klondike bar? A thing for one. I'm gonna have me a Klondike bar because I don't need it, but I want it. And then I gotta do a plan of action for tomorrow. I don't know whether we're gonna take my car or my kids. My son has a smart car, and that's not a comfortable ride to Boston, so we're not taking that. But we might steal my daughter's car. Well, I won't steal it, borrow it. She has a Focus. She has a really nice brand new Focus that's pretty sexy. It's got all the bells and whistles, and it can talk. You can talk to it and say, I don't know, play my iPad, and it does. Or we might take my Jeep, which is amazing. It's supposed to be 70, which won't be too bad because we're going to have the windows down. The problem is that if it rains, I have crank windows, so let's pull over and roll the window up really fast and not get wet, and then you sweat to death. Or the windows fog over. But I think it's supposed to be super low humidity tomorrow at 70, so that might be doable. I always feel safer in the Jeep. Because those people drive like, whoa. People in Maine drive like, whoa, but people in Massachusetts like, whoa. Like, how the hell did you people get a driver's license driving like this? Do we have to go like from 0 to 80? And then you've got the inevitable, like, no offense, super old person that goes like 35 in a 60. Are you kidding me right now? So yeah, I don't like driving there. Nope. In fact, I had a good friend. Listen to this. One of my friends from Iowa came out to visit this summer, a couple weeks ago, last month. And I'm bummed because I didn't get to catch up with them, but I wrote the wrong damn day down. See, even if with a file of facts, you can screw up. I did. But anyhow, they hated driving Portland. Portland is no bigger than where they're from in Iowa. But they gotten used to the old country living, and they couldn't stand. They didn't feel safe or something, and I'm thinking to myself, did you go to Boston or New York? Because if they would have went any farther south of here, they would have been in for a major rude awakening. Because then people can't drive. Now it's the middle of summer, so we have all the tourists. So we got the wacko touristy people everywhere. You know what's funny? My daughter said the other day that, because they both work at the mall, that it was full of non-English speaking peoples. So there was a cruise ship. One of the Carnival cruise ships was in town. So whenever those come, they take literally busloads of people to the mall. Now, answer me this. If you were taking a cruise and going to a whole bunch of different ports, in other countries, because they come down from Canada, they come over from England, wherever, why in the hell are you going to the mall? The mall. Hello, wackadoos. Wackadoos. Where the port is, in the old port in Portland, is gorgeous. It's all these old, historic brick buildings. I should try to find a picture and put a picture in. It's all these brick buildings with all these great shops. Yes, some of the shops are a little pricey. I will give you that. Because they know the tourists are coming off the cruise ships. But everything that you need is in the port. Now, if it's 90 degrees and high humidity, go to that damn mall. And suck up that air conditioner. All the power to you. I will take you myself. But if it's really nice, why not enjoy all those shops? It's cobblestone streets. The piers are right there. All the boats are moored. It's gorgeous. So I'll try to find some pictures and insert some pictures after I talk so you guys can see. But speaking of talking, it's been almost 20 minutes and I've not said a frickin' thing besides a bunch of stupid funny stories or whatever. So that's it. That's all I got. I'll try to do some vlogging tomorrow or something while I'm in Boston, maybe. That'd be fun. I'll definitely put some stuff on Instagram, so. Thank you, new subscribers. Lindsay, your package is back over here. I haven't mailed it yet. Congratulations on winning again. And Adam, yours is the box under Lindsay's. Oops. So, I probably won't be able to get those out tomorrow, but I'll get them out Friday morning. So, you can have those. Anyway. I'm sorry. I'm just lazy. What a week. And it's only Wednesday. Happy hump day. Have a good evening. Thumbs up. Ask me a question. Leave me a comment. Most importantly, peace out. Okay, now I'm looking for the stop button. Issues.